Okie dokie, I think we're back, and we're going to have a little session of All the Mods 9 Cozy Stream. We are right where we left off. Oh, look at that, day 257, perfect timing at our new stream. And we had just kind of started our little plinth for mystical agriculture. We have technically a little bit of work to do in that we haven't put any facades on underneath here, but we got all the logic working at the end of yesterday, and that should be okay. I think what I might do is remind myself of what the controls are for observable. No. What is it again? Let's remind myself. Let's actually go through the mods. Luckily, they're all in alphabetical order of mod after the first few. So I think it was called observable. LMNO. Observable. Show profile of screen. Insert. I think that even reset that one. Okay. So let's have a quick look. Profile TPS. Let's have a little look at this. And then I just want to make sure that this is doing okay, because I know that constantly supplying a redstone signal to the altar can produce a little bit of lag in the way that it's sort of constantly trying to then look at the pedestals and do stuff, which I've hopefully worked out properly with XNet. So we shall see if this is doing all right. Oh, and then we've got our overlay. So 10, which is well, we've got 40 there. That isn't great enough fairness, but it's not so bad. We're not on red. We've got 21 down there, which I think is the thing that's looking underneath in that. You know, compared to like some of the mobs that I've obviously got in the caves going on. There's 40 there. We have, let's have a little hunt around for anything bad, like Wandering Trader 50. And that's probably fine then. Anything that's using causing less lag than the Wandering Trader is fine in my book. There's something quite high in the house, so let's have a little hunt and see what that is. What are you? Oh, the armor stand. Really? You're causing a lot of lag? Really? Okay then, and there's the XNet controller. Anything else that is causing quite a bit? I love how that was seemingly tinged red as well, 0. But I think that means we're fine. We're all good over here. That's not really doing anything at all. Just a few bits and bobs. Even the grass is causing something. I think it's always because the grass is being hit by... look at that. The grass is being hit by... early parts of facility. Alright, okay, that is something to bear in mind that I didn't even think about. These extinguished campfires, 0. They're okay. In here, let's have a quick look at what you're doing. 40 on that pipe, which is pretty bad. 40 on you, less on you. I wonder if you're taking more of a hit than everything else is. I wonder if it's because you're then drawing power into here too. This is how are we doing under there? 18 insane. Oh my word. Yeah, that probably wants doing as a proper. Probably do that as a proper XNet sitting. Wow, is that 135 on? Oh no, that's me. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I thought for some reason that was the windmill then, but no, it isn't. The windmill itself is doing very little. 23, I think I can see there. Excellent. So as lag checks go, oh look at that, 70 on stand by me. On our faithful hound. Okay, yeah, I think we are then good. There is only one seemingly yellow, really. And that is the... I love the way that 0 one comes up as red. Okay, no, I think we're pretty good. I think there's a couple of things we can keep an eye on. seemingly maybe we could rework this system to be better in some way. We can... Yeah. And then that's doing okay, I think. Be interesting to see if we can make some other seeds and see how the lag profile changes when we are adding them in. One thing I might double check is actually if I just pull everything out of here. Oh. Now I thought your signal was supposed to be only run when oh, that's right, you're constantly putting the things in. It's only if there's something on that pedestal you would which is if I double click you, only if there's something on that one it will actually do the trigger. Okay. Okay, that might be fine. Right, okay, in which case the other thing we need to then do is just quickly facade up new X-net bricks. I might make another separate batch. Because now is this gonna work? I want you. And then I want to put them under there. No. Gosh, the overlay is making it harder to see what I'm doing. And let's then kind of just got to try and keep my cursor on the green networking pipe C. There we go, there we go. Let's get everything covered up. Everything facaded. And yeah, it doesn't join up, but that's kind of fine. That is fine. I know we picked a connecting texture, but yeah, is what it is. Yeah, I think it wouldn't work if you're using facades anyway, and then you've got your handy output chest here. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of happy with all of that. So we have iron tray. I'll probably have a lever. We've got you. I need to put you somewhere. In fact, you and you need to go into our little... Let's sort you out and put you in here somewhere. Also, let's go insert and turn that overlay off. There we go. Don't want you just hanging around at the moment. Okay, so you can go in there, and gems, go on, let's stick you in there. And then you can go away, you can go away. Yeah, why don't I mean, I know I keep saying like I want to set up a little farming where I need some food basically as a setup. I also then want to have my little outdoor kitchen picnic area going on here. I'm not entirely sure how this is all going to work, other than I'm going to make it work. But I could probably do with having certainly some crops going, and probably another kind of outdoor crop field similar to this. Oops. Without maybe necessarily having to have the area going around the outside for the water, basically. I probably wouldn't need it. Because in all fairness, this thing will be able to, I could even shrink this down eventually. Once I don't really need, or I've got enough inferium for everything I'll ever need. Because even now, even though I've only got the for lily pads of facility going, that seems to be going fast enough, in all fairness. How much would I need to make some more? Because how are we doing? What is it again? Let me back up. But it's slime pearls, catalyzing glands, catalyzing glands, yep, and rib bones. How much do we have of these things? So if I go slime pearl, loads of slime pearls, 59. Catalyzing gland, we only have 4 of them. That is our limiting factor, I suspect. Because then if I go with rib bone, yeah, we've got 33. So it is, I can only really make another 1 lily pad fertility. Let's maybe do that actually. Let's make another one because I've already got one here. And if I make another 2, that is fine. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've accidentally made 4. Never mind. Never mind. And then, yep. And then pull you out. And in all fairness, going to put you there. And there we go. And that kind of hopes that I should probably waited a little bit before I placed them, because I know you don't want to place them at the same time, because then otherwise they kind of sync ticks basically, and it affects. Yeah, if 2 lily pads do their thing at the same time, it doesn't have twice the effect, I believe. Okay. Well, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. Capturing 5 on a sword would be very good. What, have I got that now? No, I don't have that at all. Well, he's gone. Oops, excuse me. That was me a bit of a hiccup. So yeah, I think I was saying before, set up like a little farmer area over here. And then have it so, yeah, I might have to rethink out like these kind of benches just plonked back here. Also, you need to go. We might need to be somewhere else. Well, let's get my old faithful torches. Oh, we actually have a whole bunch of stuff to sort in there. All right, okay, let's pull you out because some of you can go somewhere else. And let's see what we can do. Some of you can just go in to the ME system straight away. Like I'll put this. You know what? Yeah, let's just put the seeds in there for now. For now, you can just go away. And the doors, and that, and the facade, and the eggs, and the things. And you. Actually, let's just nip in here. So the Santa hats can go. And the bundle can go. Technology-wise, let's put those in there, and let's put the crushing factory in there as well. The Inferium Essence, I will, just have you. Let's have a little bit of you around for now. It's not that bad an idea to keep you a little bit in there, and then let's pull this out. Ah, cool. Quest complete. That's another. There we go. I'll get some seeds. I would like to maybe do something with Sushi Go crafting, considering I have absolutely loads of the materials for it. I think it'd be a shame not to make use of it. Okay, what else have we got? A gem, you're going to go in the bin. Torch, white stone, smooth cut stone, mint. Huh, okay. Network cable, grave dust, and facade. And then we have amaranth seeds, corn seeds, tomato seeds. And that rubbish gem, you can go in the bin. Okay. Then let's see what kind of, how we can make use of this space. So let's get some torches. I know I've got a whole bunch because I've just put them in here. And then, because yeah, this can be, like I say, similar to this, but I don't need the water around the edge. It can be just a little fenced off. Little fenced off area. Okay. Well, if I was to kind of say, because even if I did it into the crux of the building, that means I wouldn't necessarily need to have any fence coming out here. So let's actually just get rid of these tables for now. And if I went 1, 2, 3, 4, And then you would be the... Let's get some stone bricks. I don't have... Can't see any, so let's make a couple stacks. There we go. Let's make a couple more stacks. Let's just put that up there. There we go. And then... Wow. We're getting high level. 2, 3, 4. That's quite a nice little tucked in little thing. I could then have little dirt kind of path kind of floating around. Oh, hello. Now let's see if what I can do about this orange enemy over here. Let's go on. Are you just a zombie? You are not just a zombie. But you are dead. Oh. That is a zombie brute. Okay. Let's fly away and... Oh, another zombie brute. Ah, look at that. A landing hit absolutely critted on him and destroyed him. Oh, missed. Okay. Well, let's see. What do we get out of that? We got a diamond chestplate and Tom's nimble diamond boots of the 4-leaf clover. We are certainly getting access to the orange rarity material. That is for sure. Anyway, where was I? Kind of thinking of putting a little farm area in here, which I think could be quite useful because you can grow. I could have this as sort of like a mixed vegetable plot here. We can make use of more. And it might end up kind of redoing this and how it looks. It might be nice to kind of have more, like I say, proper organised vegetable beds everywhere. But for now, I think I want to put a little something in here. Even if I end up then. Well, anyway, let's go. Let's get some smooth stone. Let's at least put our border in there. So connecting smooth stone. Yep, let's get you. And then I'll also want some... Did I use spruce fence or were you maple fence in the end? You were maple fence in the end. Oh, really? Phantom's back. Okay, let's sleep till daytime. Let's kick it to daytime. I can nibble on a bit of celery. Okie dokie. We want to just kind of put in our border here. And we can just kind of go along. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what this looks like at the very least anyway. We don't have to stick with it. We don't have to keep anything we don't like the look of. I'm also going to put that one dirt back. We might end up seeing underneath this, actually, it might be good to replace some of these with stone bricks, just because as we till this dirt, you are going to see all the dirt blocks that are underneath this house. So that's always sometimes a good, I think, when you've got like something that should be, you know, it'll break the illusion. You'll see what I mean in a second. We can have then, let's destroy you, let's destroy you. Let's put a little hole in you, and also, let's get some, the tiniest little thing. It probably isn't important because it's obviously going to be covered up mostly by the pylon that I'm going to put in there, but let's go that, and then harvester pylon. Let's make another one of you. What do I need? We're missing polished blackstone. No. What even are you? Blackstone cluster. Oh, why are you the default? Is there, what should be a way? There probably is a way to change the default. Maybe. So you. I also want a water. There we go. Let's put you in there and put you back. Let's go maple and see how much maple fence have we got. Not that much. So let's make some more. Maybe 30 will be enough. Let's see now. 9 by 9. We'll need 11 on each side. So 11, 11, 22 plus a little bit extra. And we'll also make some fence gate too. Maybe 2. Maybe 2 bits of fence gate would be nice because maybe we want a entrance on one side. Maybe want another. 1, 2, 3. Oh, in fact, you know what? I can see where the fence gate wants to go because it's there. And then follow this in. And then you want a bit of gate there. Okay, so then we can see how we've got sort of the gated access to it. We could then even plonk some lanterns on the corner for more light. And we can kind of have one there, one there, one there. Lights up nicely. Lanterns everywhere, always good. And we'll probably want another Orlamodium hoe, and then some means of transporting these to a sort of centralized location. Now, this is where I'm going to start doing my decentralization, in that the food store that I make over here will have an A2 Applied Energistics subnet in it. And that's going to be all seeds, all food, all kind of edibles and growables are going to be in there. Not resource growables like what's going on over here. I mean, all fairness, I think I'll probably keep these just in my main storage network. I'll kind of do some processing on the mystical agriculture, but this is going to be, yeah, all food is going to live up there. But I do want a little bit more of the another Orlamodium hoe. So let's go hoe. No, not how, hoe. I want an indestructible hoe, and for that I need... I've already got the 2 rods. It looks like I just now need the 2 plates, which I can get by not packing, pressing. So I just need 2 ingots. And how are we doing for Orlamodium? Oh, we're still doing good. And we've even got 11 raw to cook up. Okay, let's just put you there. Which is, what, another 22? So I think we're doing fine. Right, let's throw one of them. Oh. Let's actually... no. Which one is it? There we go. Let's turn our magnet off. And then let's try that one again. Throw. And again. Perfect. Let's then turn our magnet back on again before we forget. Have a look at how we're doing over here. Probably should lock that, but they're kind of, they're fine. So if I then say, no, not how, ho. I cannot spell for toffee. Also, I presume you're in the chest up there. What are you keeping? What am I keeping you for? Fortune 3, temptation, and boost. In all fairness, yeah, having a nice little temptation hoe is probably good. It will make things easier rather than having to have different foods around. What have you got? Sharpness, life mending, looting 5, unbreaking, and scavenger. What have I got on my own? Scavenger 5, unbreaking. Oh, I've already kind of got this sword. Oh, yellow sakura sapling. Nice. I might. No, I don't know. I'll be able to get a cheaper version of that from elsewhere. So. Oops, hopefully I haven't destroyed the thing. And let's do that. So yeah, there you go. You can see the dirt just underneath of that, which is ever so slightly telling. I'm just going to kind of do this. This might be a quick way to do this. I'm going to use my hands because if I use my shovel, I'm going to absolutely destroy the wrong thing. And this is just a good way of making sure that because it's just 1 pixel's worth. There we go. That's fine. That is fine. Now, yeah, I want to kind of have some basic crops working here. Stuff that I think I'll be able to make use of a lot, basically. And one of the things that's very good for certainly in terms of getting a lot of recipes is soy, in that it's useful for, like, where is it? There's soybeans in Croptopia, mine colonies. There's PAMs, which I know you can make into honey soy ribs. But a lot of her recipes you can use, like, say, the tofacon or the equivalent, which is what is that you need? Maple syrup from a tree. Okay, well, that's something to come up with. Well, okay. Might be good just to kind of put in a whole bunch of... So even if I just go seed. And what kind of seeds have we got here going on? I've even got those 8 bags of seeds for more seeds. I think maybe then, before I get crops growing, let's have a little think about... let's build our little food hut here. And then we can have... let's just bring our connecting smooth stone back in, so I can continue this line here. There we go. So that's kind of going off in that direction. And then... Yeah, I keep wondering whether to kind of start planting some things and then at least have them growing and generating the food resource. Might actually be a good idea, and then at least I can then... So let's go chest. What kind of a chest we got? We've got a gold chest. Oh, in fact, that's the same gold chest we had on... okay, purple ability, very nice. On the other crop thing there. So let's put a... Not going to go? Okay. Can't place you on the bottom, got to place you against the side. Oh, 9x9 area. Chest for now. And this will probably end up being like an ender chest, I think. Other than that, another thing to double check as well, like, is this corner lit up enough? Like, so you got light source there, you got light source there, but well, let's give it a go. Let's try a default seed, which is just a wheat seed. Can I plant you? Yeah, I can. Okay. So let's go and I probably want to stick to one. Kind of want to stick to one source rather than the other. Although, having said that, making all a bunch of different foods, certainly because I've added PAMs myself, there's no or dictionary kind of thing going on with any of the food sources. So, nope. So I've got soybean from Croptopia. Let's put you in there. Okay, yeah, that's going to be annoying if I don't keep doing that. And also, of course, you've got all your funky seeds as well. Chili pepper, haven't seen some things, barley, turmeric, stone, and brass from there, from PAMs. We've got a lot of... oh, do you know, fluffy seeds? No, you can go away. Where'd you go? Did I take them? Oh, it's because I went back in again that way. That's what it is. Let's take mustard, brass and prismarine seeds, broccoli from Croptopia, bell pepper from Croptopia. How come I've not got anything from Pam's? Oh, because of course with Pam's, you break the wild crops, you get one of the crop. That food item itself will turn into the seed. That is a big distinction. So let's go. Pumpkins, I probably will do something else for a little bit. Green beans, mustard, bell pepper, flax. I'm going to keep tomato. Let's go with you. Corn, that's fine. Let's go rice. Yeah. Flax, some convention. I probably don't want any of the kind of, like I say, the resourcey ones. Eggplants I'll take. Spinach I'll take. Barley, yep, sure. Radish, yep. Peanuts. Sadie root, no. Amaranth, you're a fibre. I know you are. Melon, you grow differently. Beetroot, sure. And then I'm out of space. So let's go pepper. And I also want a... No. I want a backpack. Oh wow, gold. A regular one. You're an iron one. Ha ha ha. And I've got a copper one. Let's take a gold one for now. Because what I'm going to put in here is all the seeds that I have planted. So some of them, like pepper and soybean, I only had the one on me. So that is kind of fine. And then we can go beetroot. You're done. Peanut. Let's put you down. You're done. Radish. I'm kind of building up from this corner. Barley. You're a fibre crop, I know that. Maybe, do I want my fibre crops? No, I don't want fibre crops in here. Bring barley out. Barley, you can get back in here, and barley, you can go back in there for now. Spinach, you're a food. Aubergine, put you in there. Rice, if you will plant here anyway, because I know I'm sure one of the rices needs to be planted in water. But yeah, you might. So you look like you work. No, not that way. That way. Corn. Dun dun dun. And then we go. Let's get a tomato in here as well. Some things as well, like, do I want more tomatoes? Like, there are quite a few things I know end up being a base for. Use them a lot. No, let's go one of each and we'll see what our needs are and then we can eventually plan it out. Yeah, I think that's probably best for now. Okay, so yeah, well, this is going to be a bit of a manual slow process. Let's bell pepper. Put you in there. That is fine. Mustard. This is just a bit of a slow, laborious process. Green beans. You in there. What have we got here? Onion. I can't remember if have I already planted an onion? Maybe. But again, this is sort of one of each. Pumpkin, you're a bit of a special case. In fact, pumpkin, go back in there for now and we'll deal with you in a bit. Bell pepper, but this is, so yeah, I know I've got like Thermal's bell pepper and Croptopia's bell pepper. They probably make different bell peppers, but in all fairness, they should probably work towards the same thing. I imagine I could... Oh, what was that? That is... is that poisony thing attacking a creeper? Where's that little poisonous thing gone? Am I wearing night vision goggles? No, no, it's just a very bright night again. There you are. Right before I was so rudely interrupted. Broccoli. Did I actually plant the broccoli? No, I don't think I did. Broccoli. And I'm pretty sure I have planted a mustard, but here we go. Another mustard. Let's get some kale on the go. That's a good salady leaf. Let's put kale away. Strawberry, a nice little fruity fruit bush. Oh, and here comes some rain as well. Perfect, just what we need for a nice bit of crop irrigation. And you're done. You in there. And then these ones are brilliant. So we've only got one of each. So saguro, turmeric, barley, and chili peppers. More chili peppers, maybe. Let's go back into seed. So yeah, we have our the seeds. So pumpkin, fluffy, flax, barley. Did I put them back in saying that they were a... No, actually, I'm sure maybe barley isn't the thing. Sadie root, I don't want. Amaranth, I'll not do. That's it. Strawberry, it's a different strawberry. Sesame, definitely put you in. Flax, you know, I know you're a crop. Soy, I'll take you. Rice, I'll take you again. Cucumber. I thought this is all the Sushi Go crafting ones, isn't it? Demon Dream Seeds, no, I know what you are. Tomato again. And industrial hemp, you're also just a actual... a fibre. And again, this is just for this. So, tomato, we've got loads of tomato seeds. Oh, no, come on, cabbage. Cabbage is great. And then we'll see what these growing conditions are. So, wasabi, yep, you're being grown. Cucumber. Okay, that's fine. Rice, can I plant you normally? No, so this rice, yeah, it does need to be planted in water. But it does mean, you know, we have got a source of rice which we can grow. That doesn't require that kind of environment, but I might then still put you in my backpack. Another type of soy, no doubt. I think I've already got one of them. Sesame. And then, is that another type of strawberry seed? Like if I tap you in there, do you join? No, you go somewhere else. So yeah, and again we've got like thermal strawberry as opposed to what was it? Croptopia, I think was the other strawberry we have. Yeah, we got. So we are kind of. We're getting a little bit of a mix-up with, you know, I'm going to end up with 3 different versions of strawberry seeds. But imagine, I only actually need one because if I look to say, there we go, we've got Croptopia, Pam strawberries, and thermal strawberries. If I look for a strawberry recipe, like a real simple strawberry soda, fairly simple. Yeah, look at that. Any forge crop strawberry, so all 3 of those will count towards the same food. And if I go strawberry jam in Croptopia, same. Okay, straw, yeah, straw. Strawberry rhubarb. Yeah, so I wonder if it's a case of I could probably get away with thermals, Pam strawberry. Also, which one do I like the icon of best and just grow that one, weirdly. Or kind of maybe compare my strawberry varieties. Some of them might be a case of, hey, creative strawberries. I can make one of them. The icon. But I have to use a thermal, and I can use any strawberry, but that middle one has to be a thermal strawberry. So maybe using Thermal's Cultivations version of strawberry so that I can use any for these recipes. Ah, now look at that one. Strawberry jam toast. Ah, and again, that's probably because I haven't audicted it, because I've added the Pams in myself. Although some of them seem to be all of them. Right. For the chocolate strawberry, it takes any, but if I go strawberry jam toast... No, what was it? Strawberry pie. Only takes pan strawberry. That's probably on me not doing these properly, so maybe I will have to grow all of them. Just so that I have the... Me do anything, like, if I check everything. Yep, that's only Pam's. That's only Pam's. Weird that some seem to be able to take the tag of strawberry and some can only take the item. Interesting. Never mind. Good to know though. And poor old Croptopia strawberry seems to be absolutely unneeded by everyone. I think as well, out of all of them, I think Thermal has probably the most accurate looking seeds in that it's a bunch of little things. I do really like the icon for Croptopia seeds. And Pam's is the classic kind of just seed with that thing. It's very easy visually kind of understanding. Easy to understand that. Oh, chocolate covered strawberries. Cool. Well, let's go back to seed. Had we got everything from there? Yes, the only thing we don't have is stuff from our bag of seeds. And if I open it up, what kind of stuff do we get? Beetroot, canola, and agave. Excellent. Let's open up another one. We get amaranth, more agave, oats. Are you a seed? A leek seed, lettuce seed, magic beans. Oh, that's hilarious because I think they just grow random stuff. But it's hilarious. We've got that raspberry, Brussels sprout, pine fruit, cabbage. Again, we've got cabbage, winter squash. Asparagus, pitcher pod. Oh, an actual Minecraft thing. Pumpkin seeds. Open you up, we're kind of getting kind of full over here. Zucchini, jute, cauliflower. Well, let's just filter some of these away because magic beans, you are a resource seed. Melon and pumpkin, I'm going to have to put you away because I know you just also make that canola. I think you just make... You're not nourishing enough to make anything. What can I even do with canola? Oh, probably a way of making oil. That's probably the best thing outside. Yeah, all these things just need to take any plant, any crop. Yep, fine. But in Pam's, canola is used for making cooking oil, which I think can make take a few things. Okay, you can use a rolling pin and any vegetable. You can use any nut and a rolling pin to make two, but two canola and a rolling pin make four. So canola is the most efficient use of, the best use of making. And you're not using, can only be used for oil, makes more than anything else. Pitcher pod I'm going to put away because you can't do anything. So let's go beetroot, canola, agave, amaranth, oats, leeks, lettuce, raspberry, zucchini. What do we call a zucchini over here? No, we've got a different name for it in Britain. Courgette, is it maybe? Can't remember. Was it something? Asparagus, winter squash, cabbage, pine fruit from blue skies. Can I actually grow you here in the overworld? And what would you even grow into anyway? Pine fruit. Cool. What can I do with pine fruit? In terms of recipes like that, absolutely nothing. Can I cook you? No, seemingly not. You aren't involved in any recipes, it looks like. I can't cook you for anything. All the standard kind of farmer things are like, yep, sure, you turn into that, but I can't actually do anything with food, it looks like. Okay, no, not really. Yeah, you're a bit of an odd one. Go away. That's it. Cabbage I've already done. Okay, yeah. I think we're good here. So let's just open up another bag of seeds. And I should have checked where I was or organised them. I think I just got some leek there. Do you know, I've actually got space for a bit more. Okay, I've got 2 more. I'm actually going to put you away and put you there. Right, okay. So we have some more seeds. Well, I can't remember if we have... So beetroot I've already done. Some of these I definitely have already. Kale seeds. Kale can go away. That has to have been... I should have organised this better. This was maybe a bit of a chaotic way of doing things. Onion seeds. I've definitely had you. Yeah, onion seeds. You can go. Cocoa beans. I don't think I can grow you properly in the ground. I think I know you need to stick on a jungle log, so I'm going to put you there for now. Raspberry seeds. I don't think, unless that was one of the ones I just grew over here where it was like there is nothing. No. Okay, raspberry seeds. Let's just put you down. There's only one of you. Mulberry. Let's grow some of you. Asparagus. Let's grow you. Garlic. You're a good one. I'll make use of that. Oats. Yeah, cool. That grows. And then some of these I'll end up having to then filter away. So canola. Off you go. Agave. Off you go. Amaranth. You are a fibre, I'm pretty sure of it. What can I do with actual amaranth? You make seeds. Okay, so no, I guess it counts as a grain can be used in some things. Oh, you can make bread with it. Alright, okay. And then I can make flour with it as well. Yeah, fine. Fine. Amaranth. Leek. I don't think I've done anything with leeks yet. Lettuce. Let's go on that. And then blueberry. Very nice. More fruit. Let's go on that. Leek. Have I not done anything with leeks yet? Or was it a different leek? I think it was a different leek. And if not, well, there we go. Zucchini. I'm kind of trying to probably getting a good mix of all kinds of vegetables in here. And I know a lot of the recipes, cabbage I've definitely already got. Pumpkin, I said I can't do anything with at the moment. Jute, I think you are a grain. Oh, and palm soybean as well. That is probably the most useful. Are we growing anything in here? Okay, yeah, I forgot that the Sushi Go Crafting one comes up with this weird kind of MBT kind of style way of having it. So wasabi root, wasabi seeds, beetroot seeds. Yeah, of course you're gonna, and cucumber. Wow, as if the only thing that's growing so far is just Sushi Go Crafting. Of course it is, because of course it is. Fine, Brussels sprouts. Let's put you down there. Let's get some Brussels sprouts. Soybean, very nice. Well, definitely, in fact, you know what? Soy. I'm going to have 2 of you. Pineapple. Let's put that away. And jute. I think I'm pretty sure you are just a fibre. What can I do with jute? String, yeah. Okay, jute, get out of here. I can't eat you. Cauliflower, definitely can't eat you. And then... the other thing is then just kind of searching through for some of the foods that I'll have picked up off... from various kind of PAMS things. You know, as I'm kind of looking around and finding stuff. I wonder if I search for tag this, will that give me everything that has like the whole, this food is not nourishing enough to improve your health? and then I can kind of pull them out. So meta sage, oh, you're useless. There's kale from that, spinach, cauliflower, green beans. There's juniper berries. There's huckleberries, parsnip, raspberry. There's a saguro, soybeans, truffle. Ooh, I'll definitely want to grow them. Tomato, soybeans again, corn, onion ring. What grants I can eat it, or it's a ring, grants a temporary boost to mining speed after eating food. Odd. Peanut, cloudberry. Okay, but there's some barley. Peas, chili pepper. There's a strawberry. Another pepper. You're just kind of a weird mine colonies food. Naturalist, it's a lizard tail. I don't know if there's anything I can even do with that. There's lettuce, there's cabbage, there's onion, there's broccoli from Croptopia. Can I change some of the things into their seeds? So like with mine colonies, onions. What can I do with you? Can I do all the sort of things I could do with any onion? Like if I look at this, all the mine colonies foods. Must be a few where it's not mine colonies, right? Can you just, if I wanted to get them, can I grow them normally? Grass, you can get them by hoeing. Is that right? Or maybe sure even just your hand. I guess it's saying you can get from grass. And then you can grow them there, but otherwise I can't actually grow mine colonies food on my own. And I don't know how much mine colonies I'm going to get involved with. Do I actually ever want to hang on to? I mean, making a couple of meals would be nice. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing though, isn't it? So if I went at mine colonies, no, not mine X, mine colonies. There we go. These are foods I've got. So I've got mine colonies food, mine colonies onions. What else have I got here? Anything? Pams, Croptopia, Pams, thermal, mine colonies, thermal, Croptopia, Pams, Croptopia, mine colonies. I've got equivalent, like I've got peas, I've got soy, corn. Pretty sure I put some corn down. If not, we'll get corn. I'm more than sure of that. Another pepper, seems to be something. Onions, yeah, I've placed onion seeds. Garlic. I'm pretty sure I placed a source of garlic over there somewhere as well. Mint and durum wheat. Your crops up here. Yeah, I'm half tempted to, actually. Well, let's deal with these things first. I think I might just bin off a lot of the mine colonies stuff. But sweet potato. Oh, I see you. Actually, I thought I placed some sweet potato. I had a ring. Yeah, Croptopia. We did. We absolutely did. In fact, there we have it. Oh, this is going to get a tough one now. Which ones have we planted and which ones have we not? Like, I'm pretty sure which ones serve out of these of memory. It's also a case of like, yeah, I remember placing a broccoli. Which broccoli did I place? Oh, look at that. Hey, it's Guy. How are you? All good. Yeah, just trying to work out a whole bunch of seeds here, basically, is what I'm trying to do at the moment. I want to get some food production going, and having all these many different types of crop provider are proving challenging. But yes, we do have broccoli from Croptopia, so broccoli can go away. cabbage from Pam's. I'm pretty sure I have you. And how's things going with you, Guy? All good. So, lazy Sunday, getting ready for the next week. What was that? I saw cabbage. I saw cabbage somewhere. Cabbage from Farmer's Delight. That is a different cabbage to what I've planted. Let's make one seed. Oh wait, no, that is... Oh wait. Oh, there we go. Put in a cabbage, can make Croptopia seeds, or we can make Pam seeds with the same thing. Hey! I probably don't need multiple varieties of cabbage. Oh, that got a bit of lag. Same with lettuce then. Maybe I don't need that. And that's strawberry I'm growing, tomato I'm growing. Chili pepper. We don't have any chili peppers, I don't think. Let's grow you. And then, what else was I wanting to grow? Definitely grow some of. Peas I want to grow some of. Let's get a pea seed and put some peas in there. Also, parsnip. Let's get a parsnip seed and grow some parsnip. Truffle. I definitely want to grow truffle. That is an amazing flavouring agent. I do want a sagaro. I know I've got soybean. I've got juniper berries. I don't think I've got any junipers. Same with huckleberry. And cloudberry. Don't think I've got any of you either. What is that? Peanut. Definitely got peanuts. Raspberry. I've definitely got raspberry seeds. Green beans. I think I've got everything there, but if not, we'll quickly find out. We then want to have... Let's go with this. And then kind of pull out some other things. Oh, that was what I was going to do now that it's empty. I'm going to bin off all my mine colonies foods just for now. Let's go at mine colonies. And take all of you, just because you don't seem to be able to be grown by normal means. And I don't want you clogging up my inventory right now. So then go, this food is not nourishing enough to restore your health. Let's see what else we can pull out. So we've got tomatoes, we've got sunchoke. Sunchoke. I only want the growable crops coming out at the moment. A jute seed. Row. You're not a crop I can grow. Onions, bell peppers. Pecan, lovely. Artichoke, peanuts, strawberries. Glowberries, can't grow you normally. Winter squash, elderberry. Canola, I'll take. Acorn. You're more of a tree. I don't think I can necessarily do anything with you. Gooseberries, sure. Acorns again. Melons, corn kernel. But yeah, I can definitely grow corn. No, beetroots I'll take out. Orange. I suppose eventually I want to get rid of all fruit, but yeah, let's... I know you're a tree, actually. Carrots. I don't have a basic form of carrots yet. Same with potatoes. And then you are more than a stack. I've got stuff there. So let's quickly, because this is going to fill up rapidly, certainly with the whole way of if you get seeds and the item as well. We will very quickly have too much stuff. So winter squash I know I've planted. Tomatoes I know I've planted. Beetroot I've planted. We've definitely got... Have we definitely got some of these things? Strawberries we've definitely got planted. Canola I know I've got planted. Peanuts I know I've got planted. The jute I certainly have already, I believe. Or was I even saying, no, do you know what? I even think I said jute. You are a fibre crop. Oh, I've just put you in that bag by mistake, haven't I? The jute, you can just go back into there for now. So let's get some basics planted because we don't have any potato. You can go here. We don't have any carrot. You can go there. Let's take a gooseberry. Oh, no. Oh, can I not turn gooseberries into that? Gooseberries don't turn into the seeds. Are you actually a tree then? Let's have a look at that. You can always tell because there'll be a recipe. There we go. Yep, 8 of them and a sapling make the tree. So, yeah, some of the tree-based crops I won't be able to grow in this manner. I'll have to grow via a botany pot, which I'll then work out. Same with oranges. They're the same kind of thing. Probably in all fairness, the same with pecan nuts. Oh wow, create beacons from productive trees. Because yeah, if I go, it won't tell you there, will it? Let's just quickly scan. I mean, there's a lot of recipes that use probably any nut in all fairness, don't they? Yeah, like getting nougat and festival bread. Somewhere that is going to be there. Oh, okay. Croptopia only needs 2 of and a sapling to make their trees. Whereas Pam's needs 8. Ha! So if it's a shared resource, if Croptopia has it as a tree, you only need 2. With Pam's, you need 8. And that can be handy because then you can sort of start growing the resource in a botany pot of the Croptopia version. And then if you want to have an example of them live and around, I do prefer how Pam's has their trees around. Anyway, let's grow some other things because elderberries, I know we don't have any of you, so let's get an elderberry in the go. Go in there. Onions, we definitely have onions. I'm so sure we've got bell peppers. Pecans have to wait. Wait, 2 types of bell pepper, Croptopia and Pam's. Yep, fine. Sunchoke. Now that's, I presume, is it a relative of artichoke? Are you a tree as well? Oh, mouse wheel's not working. No. Make flour. Seemingly can't turn it into anything though. We can get baked sunchoke. Excellent, but otherwise, you don't turn into anything? Can I just plant you as is? I can. Okay. Not sure what's going on there with that. Artichoke. I can't remember if I've got a version of artichoke. But there we go. Pam seed. Put you down. Knock you over there for now. Chili pepper. Let's place one of you. Fine. Alfalfa. Let's place one of you. And then celery. Let's place one of you. Oh, okay. We've got a Croptopia version. See if I can make a Pam's version as well. Probably make the same crops, but let's just make them anyway. And then corn kernel, can I turn you into corn seeds? No. Can I plant you just as is? Yes, I can. Okay. Fair. But that is certainly getting us, that is most of those foods. If I go /what, I think that gives me the whole what does it taste like? Not eaten yet, what does it taste like? Yeah, there we go. So anything out of here that could be interesting. Figs, ugh. The raw dragon meat, mineral berries, cooked cod, and an earthling fruit. Persimmons. Let's make a persimmon. And I think that's actually it, isn't it? Yeah. Otherwise, oh, have we not eaten beetroot soup yet? Huh. Not eaten our internal steak yet either. Maybe put that in the backpack. That could be good. We've not eaten a ham. In fact, a lot of these then I can actually plonk in, or at least get one of in my feeding backpack, because then it will help us slowly ticking towards... Oh, that's just enough food for one of them. I've never really not eaten rotten flesh yet. I think at the moment it's my tool backpack that has my feeding upgrade in it, isn't it? Yeah. So let's put all that food in there. Eventually I'll have my own separate food backpack that I'll keep up with a whole load of cats and persimmons into a seed. Does that mean I can plant you directly as is? No, I cannot. Does that mean you're a tree? You're a tree. Okay. And then what is the food equivalent of already eaten? Is there a food that I have had that I have plenty of in my inventory? Oh, I know. If I've got any bread. Hashtag eaten. Okay, let's go. Hashtag eaten. Oh. Okay, it just says... Oh, not yet eaten is the same thing. Let's do then assisted. Hashtag assisted. So I've eaten cooked rabbit. There you go. So there's all the things I have eaten. Cooked chicken, cooked mutton, cooked steak, pumpkin pie, bread, and apples that I have on me. Okay, well, anyway, that's kind of going away and growing some crops nicely. I'll be able to fill it up and maybe have a few other things. It does look a bit messy, this. I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep it. But it'll certainly be good to kind of get a basic amount of some stuff going on. Getting us some basic things. Maybe have to look at Sushi Go crafting as a separate thing. That can be fine, actually. We can always have a little... some sort of little stall standy type thing. So it's just a case of kind of figuring out where it's going to go, how it's going to go. I'll probably want a bit of space over here for the bridge. I imagine if I start making a bridge, it will kind of start around here a little bit. So probably don't want to get too close to that area because it might come out a little bit. It'll be a thing. Maybe even there actually. Let's push it forward a little bit just because then I don't want it interfering necessarily with that plant box. We can always rework it if we need to rework that little area. That is fine. But I want, yeah, like I say, like a nice little picnic bench area in the middle here, and then I can at least maybe put a stall around, have something else. Yeah, figure out some things that I can put about. Let's go with, was it handcrafted? I think is it handcrafted that can have the dining bench and table. I believe it was. So, not desk, I want just table. So if I just go spruce table, if I make a couple of you, and then maybe make some dining bench, you can kind of see what this looks like by how am I going to place this? Where, let's just plonk it down and see what it looks like. Let's bring it in a little bit. And is that right? Do you look right? Nope. Well, I like the benching is fine. Maybe let's go table. And what kind of... Oh, of course, yeah, we're gonna have a million and one's tables, aren't we? There's your handcrafted tables, which is... I don't want a side table. Don't want that table. Maybe... What other tables do we have? Just Macaw's. Twigs have got one as well. I think maybe this is fine in terms of how it looks with, and it's not exactly picnic bench, or because if I search for bench, what do you get? You got your dining benches, but then your actual kind of things to sit on. I don't suppose if I search the word for picnic, what have you got there? Weekend picnic, which is food. Wow. What on earth? 21.5 food and 52 saturation. What is that? And what would you put in a weekend picnic, Pam? You would put some fried chicken. Such a southern girl. We put some fried chicken, potato salad, potato chips, any soda, and a spring salad. That's actually not a bad little picnic. It's a fried potato salad, side salad, fried chicken, crisps, and some sort of drink. All put together in your thing. Wow, that is an ultimate food. Wow, yeah. I also wonder with this, do I actually want it to be 3 long? The 3 long, does it look slightly more like a kind of a park picnic bench? I think maybe if I go back into table... What other tables are there again? So we've got Macaw's tables, and I wonder just kind of how different some of the other tables look. Because like I say, we've got handcrafted, which I've just made. That's the example I've put down there. We must have... Oh, this is all the biomes you'll go. That's that version. Whereas we will have an absolute basic stripped oak. Here we go, stripped spruce. In Macaw's furniture. Do you have like the non-stripped version? Oak coffee table. Mangrove, cherry end. Wait, let's go along. Oak, dark oak, birch, spruce. Spruce table. Although you're kind of the bark, I almost kind of want like a planky version of it, not the closed glass table. No, that's not what I really want. Stripped spruce coffee table. Again, probably not what I want. End table. And what are you? McCrayfish's furniture mod. Let's make some of you. It's a couple of you. What do you look like? Same. There's certainly, and if not anything kind of a little bit weird. I like the planky version of that. I think fits the aesthetic of a picnic table. Whereas you don't. And then if I go spruce table, we go highlight it down a little bit. So we've made you. We definitely don't want a coffee table because that is too low, I think. We might want stripped. Stable door. Yeah, all I want is actually... Yeah. So I probably can't make you because I need... Oh, to make the... I need to make the stripped spruce coffee table and a fence to make the table. Okay, what do I need to make that? I need stripped. And okay, so any easy way of making stripped wood other than just... Oh, I can chop a whole bunch and... Oh, I get tree bark. What can you do with tree bark? You can make paper. You can make organic compost. Right, let me just make a cutting board if I don't already have one. probably do somewhere, but let's make another one. That's fine. Just going to plonk you down on this table. And then I'm going to get some spruce. I'm just going to take 32. And I'm going to put you... I think is I put you in my offhand and my axe in the offhand. And then do that. And there we go. And then we're just kind of making... I believe we're making stripped logs. And getting a bit of bark off it. We'll find out in a bit. And there we go. And in here we have a whole bunch of stripped log and tree bark. So let's then tree bark can go in there. In all fairness, you can go in there. And then let's go back to spruce table and say, hey, I want to make some stripped coffee table. Make a few of them. Oh, we are out of that. But then from that I should be able to make spruce table. Oh, we're out of fence. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. What do you look like? Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think the this one is the best one. Whether I actually end up changing maybe the material, maybe going with like an oak or maybe one of the nice ones actually, because no. Handcrafted can only make use of the base woods, can't they? Here we go, at handcrafted. Yeah. Can only make use of the default cushion hold shift. Can be placed on furniture. Oh hey! That's pretty cool. Change the look of blocks, huh? Oh. Ah. Still, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. And then let's see what we can do with... Was it some of these other materials? And let's... so, yeah, I think maybe if I make use of that... Okay, okay, well, no, let's go with it. So maybe use... Maybe the spruce, maybe the oak. Maybe jungle, judging by this icon. It might look wrong. We'll see. We'll see. We can play around with it. We can play around with it because some might work, some might not. I'm trying, it's almost kind of playing around with the aesthetic. Well, actually, let's make... No, not at oak. At handcrafted. Let's spell it correctly, shall we? And let's make some oak dining bench. Let's make 6 of you. And let's make some oak table, if I can see it. My eyes aren't going funny. We don't want... there we go, oak table. And let's make 1 of you, and then we can compare basically, like for like. Like that. And then go like that. And... Okay, well, I mean... Which one of these more looks like the kind of bench you'd get? If you imagine, you picture it, you've got like a little bench in a picnic area, maybe in a public park, that kind of thing. Which one of these suits the vibes more? Now, I am leaning to oak, weirdly enough, here. And spruce certainly has its place, kind of placed around, but that's almost too dark for what I think of when I see these. And you have your little kind of, your park benches kind of hanging out. And then it's just a question of then what do I want? What is the perfect length for them? Like 2 or 3? 2 does look too short, I think. I want it definitely having... So yeah, I definitely want it to be 3. And I think, yeah, I'm going to go with oak. Okay. And then it's just, yeah, having like a few tables kind of plonked out. Even if I have sort of just 4 in a little area. And then it's kind of thinking of the orientation. What can we do to beautify the area up a little bit? Bring it in a bit. And then we can have maybe like a little food stall and another little food stall. I can then do different things with each of them. Like I could have one of them being just a little sushi stand. I could have one of them being like my general cooking stand, in all fairness. So let's go at handcrafted again and say oak, which then filters it down a little bit so I can find then oak table. And I've already got one, and I've got one in my backpack as well, but let's just make a couple of you. Let's make a couple of you, and then dining bench, and ooh, we are out of slabs. Okay, well, let's make a whole bunch of slabs. And then go 16 might be enough. Probably enough. Let's hope it's enough. And then the rest of y'all, in fact, a whole bunch of this stuff can just go away for now. You stay in there. I'll deal with you in a bit. Let's put everything away that can happily go into the. I can go into storage, and I don't care about. You can all go away. You can go away, in all fairness. Spruce, spruce, you, spruce, and spruce. All of you go away. And then let's just, yeah, fill these out a bit. I think there might be a case of, because I always like to have a border of a couple so things aren't too close to the edge. If I went like table, 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 oh, no, you're a bit too big. And then table, 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 and then bench, bench, bench. That is then too close to that, really, unfortunately. Let's just do that, and then do that. Bring it back out again, and then, because yeah, I'd want like a couple gap again from here. Also, I suppose, is that the right way around? Oh yeah, it seems to be fine. Oh, is it just the way that you sit? Oh, like, in all fairness, you can spin around, there isn't there? I was hoping that it wasn't in the wrong rotation. You can only sit facing away, which would be awkward. Let's go 1, 2 space, and then go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And there we go. And then we've kind of got a couple of benches kind of set up. Nice, you know, kind of getting a nice little picnic area. Then maybe 1, 2, 3 as a vibe. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be short of some benches. Oak bench. Bum, da, da, bum, bum. We are out of slabs again. Let's make lots of slabs and more dining bench. Here we go. That should be enough. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, I like it. And then I think I'm going to be able to, yeah, have a little stall here. Have a little stall here. And that gives you like a nice bit of a buffer, really. I could even spread these out a little bit further if need be. Let's just destroy you two. I don't want any. I want the light source to be kind of realistic. So when I'm wanting to plant torches around, well, I'll keep you two for markers now, but I then want to make something with like a little bit of an awning. So I am looking at reference images, so I'm just going to get them brought up. Let's go in here. Alright, okay. Let's just have a quick look through some of these. Where do I think I might have some images of what I like the look of with checking some reference material. Okay, okay. Well, I've got a more serious looking one there. Let's see what I'm doing with that. Okay, yeah. do I want maybe something that's a bit more semi-permanent for a look? Let's go over here. So we're just having a little look at some pictures. Let's open you and have a little look at what we've got going on over here. We've got a couple of you. Okay. You kind of want a little space of, I don't know, maybe you probably still want a little bit of stone here and there, but not much, if any. Or what was that? Have I still got any of that? Yeah, center cut spruce logs. I might use a bit of this. And then I kind of want to give it a bit of a leeway. I definitely want 2 space because I might end up putting some bits of wall on the end of this. But if I was to kind of go plonk plonk like that, for example. And then let's get some, what else have we got in terms of spruce? Let's get some spruce stairs. Let's get some spruce, I don't have many spruce logs. Let's get a stack of spruce logs. And if I kind of had done this and then upside down, upside down, upside down, like that. I could have like a tiny little store like here maybe. And then that also then gives me a bit of space to be able to go around the side. I could equally have this shifted over a bit right to the end over here. And then you can then get down by the side of here. Because then I can happily do some interesting things or nice things with the side of the, you know, where this bit here. I can sort of decorate it out a little bit. And that might be worth doing. Then you can always kind of have more informal paths, because you can do informal paths by little bits of coarse dirt, maybe some mud, and then you know you can kind of just scatter the odd path block in there as well. And then I could have sort of a, moving it forward a little bit, then you have the little kind of a truck starting here, and then I can have another one here. So if you were to be here as like a slightly bigger one. Like if it was there, and then I could do a whole, let's just bring you in, and then a similar kind of thing, but this time instead of 3, did maybe 1, 2, 3, no, let's ignore you for now, 3, 4, 5, like that. So you're like a bigger sort of food stall, and then that one is a smaller food stall. And I think that would be absolutely lovely. I think that would be perfect. But yeah, then maybe move this one in a little bit. Could then have something nice in the middle. I could even just put like a tree in the middle here, depending on how the roofs kind of form. But yeah, then like a longer one and a smaller one. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Oh no, got the wrong thing. So anyway, let's do that. So let's move you. Because in all fairness, that's kind of what distance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can maybe bring this forward one, and that can still work because then it's not sort of shutting out like that. And for a bit more that way. And then let's maybe put you, if I put you here, I can always just take that a little bit if I need to. No, don't want to terraform too much, but then put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There we go. And then we kind of got our 2 little food stalls that are going to sort of hang out here. Okay. I think this can absolutely work. And then it's just to say a case of how much space do we need here. We probably want a space of 3 on the inside. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 here. And then same like here, we can go like, or something like that. And you can always then use sort of trapdoors, or there'll probably even be some modded blocks to fill in the gaps there. With in terms of the counter, and I can even put then some wooden floor down. And then you have, then that's how you can have your permanent kind of, well, your semi-permanent kind of little outdoor style. I think that looks quite nice. Yeah. So you can even do like that, like that, that, like that. I might play around and oh, that looks like I've got a bit of a lag then. You can kind of get through that way, or it could even be another example you can do is like fence gate. And you can kind of have that as your sort of your little way in, way out. And then it's kind of low all around. You have the back wall built up. And you can kind of fill it with stuff. And then, yeah, use a wool or use the awning. We do have awning from supplementaries, depending on how that looks like. What red dye and awning from supplementaries. This might work. It might look all right in terms of canopy. What do you need from that? Oh, you need the flax from supplementaries. Well, would you look at that? Flax and sticks, so you do need all that flax. I think I've got a lot of that stuff actually. No, I don't. But we do have the seeds. Well, would you look at that? So it's something we can certainly grow. It's something we can certainly grow, and quite a lot of. Whereas this one, I think I want to make a little bit more, slightly bigger. If you are 3 in the middle, and this wants to be like 4 or 5. 1, 2. Perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a gap of 5. That seems a bit too big. Oh, no, wrong one. Let's go. There's a gap of 4 might just work in terms of how it will look. There might be a way of kind of covering up as well. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Well, at least with that one, then you can have kind of then like blah blah gate, and you can have the walkway in there, or even if you've got like a lot of cooking stuff at the back, you can maybe go that way, and then you've kind of got your entrance in, and it's otherwise a much bigger store, but it can take up a lot more. So in them, we can have some sort of like, hey, there you go, you've got like some units at the back here, and you can maybe have like some at the front here, some at the front there. And then the rest is sort of space where you can imagine someone would exist. One of these could even hold my the what do you call it? The emerald muncher, the seed stall. What is it even from? What's even the thing called? I think, oh, it might be even in the quests. If I go to food and farming, here we go. Yeah, the village is more than one way to spawn. Markets provide the market, and farming for blockheads. It's usually just 1 emerald per item, but they have everything. Yeah, and they really do sell you absolutely everything. How do you buy it? As if it's just planks, logs, and wool. That is all kinds of hilarious. But yeah, have him stood in there, and then also I can have the. Oh, there's this bit of a lake here. Look at all these fish. Could even have like a nice little fishing area tucked out back here, and be like, "Hey, where do you get your fish from?" Well, I'll give you 3 guesses. That might be quite nice. And then yeah, if this one is kind of then, and this one might work as well if it's this kind of deep, because then I can have like a full proper back. But then I could line these with storage drawers and have like a lot of the ingredients visible here. Because this is probably where I'll have I'll hide in a, probably hide in like my AE2 subnet in here. I think might be the best idea with this one. A part of me is like, you know, having a little outhouse building of where you can imagine like a little cold storage unit. And the cold storage unit actually hides the ME drive and controller, so you can't see it. I think that might be, yeah, something really good. Whereas here you probably want some. Let me bring up my reference image and have a little think about it. Where was it? Oh, you can even have it where you. Instead of. You could change it up a little bit, like have one of them with that kind of front stall. The other one being. More like. Instead of this, have. Let's see, let's go. Let's do spruce slab and also then some. Probably more trapdoor. Because could you have a little kind of more vibe of. Like. This maybe with then. Imagine like that. Isn't that working? Even if you then replace the ones under here like this and then had your wooden floor under here. And then on the side here you could do something along the lines of. Maybe. That might work, that might not work. I'm not sure how I feel about that, really. Or even if it was all kind of, you know, imagine kind of like that sort of thing going on. And then, even if that was we did stairs here instead as well. Kind of like. stairs, and so that kind of gives it a bit of depth, like cut forward, cut back. And then yeah, okay. This can then have some more A262. How much more use of this space can I make? And then, yeah, in all fairness, if I did it where the entrance was right at the very front, you can always make use of... Because then how does this look in case if it was... No, not like that. If you imagine you were kind of more that kind of counter. Well, actually, no, break you off. Like that, maybe. And that does give it slightly more depth than... And I'm not kind of thinking, oh, yeah, I suppose I like the vibe of how... I wonder if maybe I might even make these ones kind of stone bricks here instead of spruce, just to give it... This one's like a bigger, more permanent block, this one. Because this one I could at least maybe bring in some wall and... fence. No, not feb. Fence. Got any spruce fence? Very little, but imagine if I sort of did like a little... bricked it out a little bit like that. And kind of, hey, we're just kind of supporting the front. Kind of bringing this, whereas this one, if I did stone brick. Where are you? There you are. And actually then... I kind of kept most of it wood for sure, but a couple of key parts have it as, or the main kind of supports as stone instead. And then we can kind of just sort of mix it up a little bit. Are you seriously kidding me right now? Oh. Only got sharpness 10. Sharpness 10. Mending, scavenger 2, capturing 2, looting 5, unbreaking 3. No. No, do you know what? I don't need... Ooh, a Lazarus Bellflower. No, I don't need you. You can just... I really need you to go away and never come back, Wandering Trader. I really do. I think also the good thing about this is that if I then have stuff laid underneath, you can't necessarily see it. I suppose I could do the same of having at least the front counter be open. That could be done. That could be a thing. And have the sides be like that, because otherwise I might be able to see what's going on underneath the... That might be right. That might work. I think I like it how it looks like that, but with this, yeah, maybe we can do a whole like that, like that, like that. At the front here, you could happily, because then there's also not going to be any, it's going to be a normal floor kind of thing under here. I could even do a whole, in all fairness, let's, how am I doing for, oh. Crime in town. Ooh. Is that my thing has gone down to 0? You've killed 10 villagers. Oh. I mean, want to have killed 10 villagers? Is it right that the wandering trader counts as a villager? I think that's a little harsh. Okay, and then we can come out here and let's get that grass blocks out of my bag. So you can see kind of like that kind of going on. And again, within this sort of way in, you're never going to grow back, are you? No. Also gives it kind of a significantly different frontage to the other one. And then if I was even to kind of do a little bit of a put you up one more, might work. And I could do something along the lines of 1 second, let me get a little bit more trapdoor. And then because if this is big enough, you can then have like, oh no, look at this, this is very super supported. And then you kind of got that kind of frontage. How am I going to work this? I probably want to do something kind of on the outside a little bit. Again, I might do, you know, the same way I've got these kind of things going on. I might not put these here on this side just because that then kind of copies too much what's going on there. I think the, oops, oh dear me. I think the stairs I like, but then rather than having the blocks there, what I might do is kind of like that. And then like that. That kind of gives it a wider counter look. And then, you know, keep it on the grass. That might be fine. That might be fine. Probably the same height though. Have it go up to 3 so that you've got a bit of a... I think with these ones, I like the idea of... could maybe switch up a little bit so that you are that. You are that. Maybe have it so... kind of wood underneath the... so there's like a boundary of this is... oh, that then looks odd there, doesn't it? It does. It does. Alright, maybe that doesn't work. Maybe that doesn't actually work. It might work if the floor is properly done on the inside, or maybe it would work if these were wood underneath. But then that kind of breaks up the vibe. Alright, maybe we can actually change this out and be like, okay, what if we did like that with then planks, but then bring in the slabs and the stairs and do like slab, stairs like that. And then this kind of gives this whole thing like a bit more of a raised up look. And then I can do... let's put in there now planks. And then slab. And there you go. So there's kind of how your counter kind of looks. And then if this whole inside floor is changed to be something else, or indeed covered up, you know, you can't tell if you can't see it, that might then pull off a different look. Because what is that cooking floor? Let's stretch that to cooking. Yeah, here you go. Kitchen floor. What do you need for that? Blocks of coal. Blocks of coal and blocks of quartz. Like, you can make loads in an expensive way if you want. Or you can make less by using concrete. Which is what? Sand and gravel. Sand and gravel make 8. Back. I can then either put it in water. Do I have any water essence? Let me see. Or I can always just use, yeah, block of quartz and that. Oh, that is a lot. What kind of surface area have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 4. Which is, what, 28. Oh. That is a lot. Not gonna lie, it's a lot. I don't think I've got any water essence, do I? I don't think I ever actually made. Nope. I reckon though, I could actually, if I also crafted these recipes, I think you can make concrete. Because when you make concrete, it is... No, it's water essence. It's not like it's a bucket of water, is it? You can't make it with a bucket of water. You have to... Chemical injection chamber. Yeah, you can use water vapor. Or steam. Fluid encapsulator can also do it. Concrete and a bucket of water and a bunch of energy. One second, let me go. No, not at concrete, just concrete. Yeah, I've got some white concrete. Oh, water essence. How would I make those seeds? A water agglomeratio, which is what? Gravel, dirt, clay, and a water bucket. I suppose because it's an item to be used, you can't have the water bucket itself. Yeah, the game will, the system can't handle that. With mystical agriculture, it needs to use up the things in there. Right, and I suspect making that uses the water, keeps the bucket. Classic bucket recipe. And then I can just have this growing away. And in all fairness, that is a very useful one to have. Okay, let's do it. It'd be good to make some water seeds as well, in all fairness. So let's go water. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you all back in there. And then is the agglomeratio on screen there? And I can't see it. Yes, you are. There you are. Kills the pies. It's then just 2, and then another one like that, and then another one like that. And that'll do your thing. It'll make your thing. Pop out. Water seeds. That ticks off as well nicely. Come on. There we go. That ticks you off. So we get a tier 1 bag. Which gets us another inferium apple. Woo! Better than a golden apple and a tasty snack. Yeah, in all fairness, like some of these good ones are really good. I should info like absorption speed 2, resistance regeneration, and strength 2. Very nice buff effects. Whereas I think then, is it just one less? Yeah, there you go. So it just gets better and better and better. And then a Sanian apple. You got absorption speed, resistance regeneration, strength, and haste. Yeah, it gets crazy. It just keeps on going, keeps on going. Oh, and I've got 3 of them. Nice. But yeah, I think they're really good little boss foods. Anyway, we have our water seeds. And we want to... Oh, how are you doing? Oh, you're full. You are full already. Let's sort you out. Can you kind of join these together to make higher amounts? Oh yeah, you can. That way of doing it, you just need to get yourself the appropriate amount, and then you can make use of them, or multiplies time by 2. Yeah, of all the seeds in there, some of it I will not need at all. Well, yeah. But I do like the idea of having like a little... I think it'd be nice to kind of have this as like a little kind of walk area, and I can beautify bits up here. Maybe even if I do kind of... I'm not sure how I'm going to work it. But having like a little fishing area here would be lovely. And then I can always maybe have the cold storage unit back here, actually. Or just like a little kind of thing joined onto the back. Like a little separate area. And then in that where I can hide my little things. Yeah, I think I might do that. You do sometimes get that with the little food stalls. You have a little separate storage area at the back, and you almost even have to kind of come out, go around. You can't get to it from within the thing. Just because everything's too packed up in the actual stall for cooking. Like, yeah, okay. Well, one thing I want to do is make use of... I'm sorry, I know I'm bouncing backwards and forwards here. I want to grow at least a few of these water essences to make it easier to make the concrete. Maybe actually let's go back to old base temporarily, because I know this is where I've obviously got some things growing, like what we've got in here. Maple logs. That's fine. What are we growing in here? Dye seeds. Think, you know what? We can take you out. I'm going to put water in. I'm going to put the fertilized crop essence in there. But can I maybe make use of you in a botany pot? No, I cannot. Can I bone meal you just in one of these? Will that work instead? Yes, it does. Only sort of, it seems. Oh, I see. And then once you've got too big, it doesn't work. And bro. There we go. Got a bunch of them there. Another one. Okay, let's fire through a couple of these. And then... Can't snap then. 8. Cool, that should be enough. And if it isn't, then, well, we're stuck. Because I can't spend forever doing that. Right, let's put you in there. Let's put you back. I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. Can I? No, not that. I've forgotten how it is that you put stuff in there. Not shift, is it? It's not that. Oh, sod it. There we go. Let's just put that in there. Yeah, can't remember how to do that. Never mind. Not important. So let's go in and remind ourselves of, if I want some black concrete, I'll have to make some black concrete. Let's make 2 lots of you. I want some white concrete. I'll need some white concrete. Let's make 2 lots of... Don't tell me we're out of sand. Don't tell me I'm out of sand again. Oh, I cannot be dealing with this sometimes. Let's go you and sand. I know I can make a whole bunch of you. Let's go. There you go. Stack made. Fine. And let's go like that and like that. Oh, let's make some more. So there's another one of you, which makes then a bunch of you. To make then some black concrete, and I think I can make 2 lots of you. There we go. Now I should be able to make a whole bunch of you. 32. I believe that is enough. Are you going to just do... Oh, why did you... Double tapped. Too sensitive. Too sensitive. Okay, so... Let's put some back. Let's put this back. Actually, yeah, I suppose, yeah, it does need to be... And one more. Yep, yep. This is nice marble. I do like this marble. I might have to make use of this a little bit in somewhere. Okay, and then let's go da 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 da, and then da da pa pam pa pam pa pam pa pam. Oh, actually, and then one more. Yeah, yep. Yeah, jammy dodgers. Okay, which then makes this to be go like that. There we go. Look at this. You know you're in a kitchen when you have black and white checkered floor. It's, everything chefy has that same floor. Perfect. Look at that. Nice little food area. And then we can start making use of that in terms of... what else have you got in cooking for blockheads? Well, we certainly already have a sink. Kettle surprise. We certainly then... Well, if I want a cooking table, all I'm missing is that block, that book. If I want to make that book, then it is this book. And we can get that one by cooking a book. Means if I open up my little smelty thing, and first off we'll need a book. Let's get one of you, and then put you in there, and let's smelt you up. And while you're doing that, let's check the farming and food recipe things. Ah, there we go. So yeah, getting that book is an item, then getting that one is get it, and then that one. Fine. So make you quest complete, and then what to get to you we now need 2 crafting tables. Fine. No, not what can I do. There we go. And there we have cooking with blockheads 2. And then what can we do with cooking for blockheads 2? Well, we can then surround it with terracotta and stone and make ourselves a cooking table. We can then, so then we've got quest complete, so let's just get some experience. Let's tick these off. Oh, we get a diamond, we get a common reward, and we get that. What's our common reward? It's an enchanted book. We'll have to have a look at that, what that is. We also get some bread, very nice. And we get a bucket. Hey! And another common reward. Okay. What is our other common reward? Stone. And a bucket. Oh, really? Okay. Oh no, the bucket was the other reward, but still. Stone. 4 stone. Really? That's... and an accurate affinity. Go on, let's quickly stick it in here. You can go there for now. Let's check the quest. So other things that we can make use of is I would certainly like to have a cooker. I'd like to have a fridge. Overhead storage is hilarious, but I do need some counters, and we want 2 for that quest to complete. So let's make a couple of them. Take that one off. Nice. We want I want a fridge. Let's make you. So let's put you on that there. And I said a cooker as well, didn't I? Or an oven. Let's put you there too. Let's make you up. So a fridge. And I want to make 2 of you. Because it becomes like a nice tall fridge. Excellent, that's that one done. And an oven. What are we missing? We don't have a furnace. Really now? Okay, let's make a couple of you. We also don't have any black stained glass, unsurprisingly, because that's not something we often make. But then there we go, and we have an oven. Then we can claim our rewards as well. So we get that. We get some vanilla ice cream, lovely food, and we get a common reward of melon seeds. Boo. And then we get some coal, and we get another common reward, which is an energy upgrade. Okay. Okay. Is there a reason for making these ones? Not that I can see, no. Anyway, never mind. I got a mob yoinker. Well, that is actually quite a handy thing to have a bit of. That'd be quite nice. Let's just put some of these things away for now as well, because I'm sort of building some kitchen. We'll work on the rest later. I almost kind of want to have you hanging around so I can remember you. Let's also open you up. You're going to be... You're actually in that mystical book of Plaguebringer again. You just... I'll keep you for now, because I'll put you in my enchantment library when I get around to making one. But otherwise, you are just... but also, vanilla ice cream. Booyah. Let's go in my food to eat. Let's work towards getting more hearts. So we have our oven, we have our fridge, we have our kitchen block counters, we have our sink, we have our cooking table. We are actually running out of time for tonight as well. I've realised we've got a couple more things. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we got one of you. Anything else on here? Nope, that is everything. There's a few other things that I want from cooking for blockheads though. And that is, I want the cow in a jar, from which I'll need to make a jar and find a cow. The ME kitchen station I will definitely want, because that's kind of how we're going to integrate a lot of items, because there's no way we can store everything in the counters, in all fairness. I know we're going to have the kitchen counters, but can't do it. I also want to... I'm going to make use of, what do I want? What do I also want? Probably the... I want a heating unit, that's for damn sure. I want the ice unit, that's always handy. And sometimes the fruit basket can actually be quite nice. Even also making use of the tool rack can be even just like an aesthetic thing of having some stuff hanging up from the sides. So I know I've done these here, but maybe I could get rid of them, or I could have them kind of on the other side of the pillars, or, you know, kind of just around basically. We can make use of that to a degree, I think. We can come up with something for it. So yeah, you'd have then, or the other one I want is it kitchen corner? Yes. Hang a kitchen corner there, the cabinets top, but I don't think I'm gonna have room for overhead cabinets. But yeah, that kitchen corner I will also definitely need a couple of, probably a couple of, maybe not, but we might make use of some other bits and bobs. Because yeah, if you imagine if I had sort of a kitchen counter, and then put in, not like that, that's for damn sure. Oh my goodness. Why don't you work properly? Let's pull you out. Okay. Okay. What's wrong with you? Like that? Okay, yep. Okay, just needed that. Fine. Yeah, because the way that these kitchen counters are actually slightly dropped down. But you can make use of that space, and it just kind of looks slightly funny. Yeah, in fact, do they look like, so they look like they hang over a little bit. And it's not down, it's just kind of a bit of a funny one. Because then you can have your cooking table multi-block. You could then have your oven, in all fairness, because that fits the scheme. Sink next to that. Or do you actually maybe want your sink next to that and then your oven on its own? Yeah, they're a bit of a funny one really, aren't they? So let's pull them out. And go, actually, do you know what? I want my sink there. You can have more counter space. And then you can have like the oven. You can then have more kitchen counter. Oh, dear Lord. I don't know why this block seems to be so difficult to place. And then you could even have your fridge. Or you could have your fridge off to one side and maybe have another block there. Might be quite useful to have something. And then there you have, yeah, in all fairness, yeah, let's break you and put you there. Does mean that you have to then walk in past the fridge. That is actually a little bit odd, but it's going to be that way or how it was really. There's no other way of having it. Yeah, that was the only way of having it, in fact. Would then block off that, but then is that necessarily a bad idea? And having that fridge there just feels a bit odd. Right next to that. You can then have something like yeah, I've got a feeling when I put like a couple of cheaty things in here that I might end up with something that can make use of a facade. But anyway, I think I'm out of time and we're going to have to wrap it up there. But we've certainly got the beginnings of like a nice little kitchen area. Like I say, the other thing that I wanted to make use of was this, which takes quite a few ingredients. You can see an engineering processor, a 16K storage, the chest, both cooking for blockers 1 and 2, again, the toaster and the milk jar. But that is absolutely invaluable, that system. But yeah, I think that's it where we can end this here. And it looks like we're getting some phantoms. Might be good to actually fight a few off and get over that again. And I think maybe taking the screenshot from up here might be quite nice because we are. Let's see now. Let's actually put ourselves in. Let's go F5. No. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm always terrible at moving around in the third person backwards view. There we go. So we can stand up here and we can then have a little look there. Maybe move that way. Kind of stand in front of the torch so that it kind of covers up a little bit. Yeah. Anything I can have? Oh, you're going to have that in my picture. Yeah, let's work on that nicely. And then we can see kind of the area we're working on, and that's kind of some stuff we've done today. And then I think we can then have that as our screenshot for next session. And then I think we can end it there. I think that's going to be a great little spot to finish it. We've had a nice little bit working on our sort of food stalls. We can then end up with a nice bit of cooking. We can make ourselves some decent food and always have a good stack in our and make a proper feeding backpack as well. Brilliant. All right. Well, that was a great little session, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.